Hello everybody and welcome, it's VeDAN here. So glad that you can tune into another video. Thank you so much for 400 subscribers. Some videos absolutely kicked off for this boss event, so I really appreciate all the support. And if you want to, feel free to join the Discord server, almost 100 members now. And this is where I got my inspiration for my tier 1 strategy. So a member called the GoodestGoat did a 20-second tier 1 elite strategy, and I kind of just tweaked it a tiny bit so it's more easy for casuals, but we're still going to get 20 seconds. There's only one change. Okay, basically you need amazing eco, or eke out as much as you can farming wise, okay? You want 3 tacks, you want a 420 ice, and you need your glue set up on 39. Now on 39, I actually waited 13 ticks from my farms until I got it. Okay, then you have a snowstorm right in the center. Okay, that's very important. The location of this snowstorm matters a lot. So that's a 140 ice. Then we're setting up a couple of tacks. Okay, we're going to use the glue. Then we're going to upgrade both of these to maelstroms. Then, okay, this is the hard bit to time now. You're going to use one ability. After about 1 second, use the other ability. Then when the first one runs out, sell it and upgrade your boomerang to 402, okay? 402. And if you need to sell some stuff, you can sell a tack or something at the front, for example, and this will do it. This, in my opinion, is really not too hard to execute. Just keep one of the maelstroms down and then use the ability one more time and you've done it. And you've saved your eco. Your eco won't be in the drain. So please practice that a few times. You need to make sure you have eked out as much as you can, okay, for tier 1 farming. And then, yeah, you should be able to do it. Just watch it a couple of times and that's an easy 20-second strategy. For tier 2, to help with farming, I watched Blackeyefly's video but did it suboptimally, so please go and watch out his elite run to get an idea how to do things fully optimally. But basically, I wasn't wanting to push too hard. All I wanted to make sure is that whatever we do after this tier, we can afford a central straight away, okay? I didn't want to have any issues without that. So I managed to just get a little tack spam, that's it, literally. Primary village, couple ices, tack, and then debuff. So we have cripple mob and we have our glue. Then I just brought down a super maelstrom during the round, or just before it begun, sorry. And you just need to time the maelstrom right so that it doesn't let any leaks get through and you don't get a penalty. But we're at about 35 seconds here, so this is actually not a bad time at all. You could do it optimally with Perma Spike and Deadly Spike, but I didn't want to have the issue of messing up the Deadlies and then having to exit. So what I'm going to do is, basically, once some mobs start getting past the corner where the maelstrom is and start creeping up to our glue, then I am going to make sure to use the ability, and it should pick up all of them. So yeah, I know I've used Quincy, that's not optimal. You really want to use Adora for her buffing ability for tier 5, but if we can counteract that with some really good farming and being very casual tier 2, 3 and 4, we should be okay, okay? So that's my thought process. I wanted to greed money as much as possible, and as you can see, we managed to be able to afford the Banana Central. For defense, I copied Blackeyefly again. He did a really easy one, actually. So we're just going to get a Ring of Fire. It's probably better to get like a 402 instead of 420 like I did. We have a NG as well to de-camo and then just an Alk buff. Okay, so for tier 3, obviously you want to spam BRFs and overclocks. So now I have a few overclock tacks. Primary Expertise Village, we've got a Homeland and all our debuffs. And for defense, I went for a 502 Boomerang, and this did everything fine. It's not quick, it's not optimal, but it's good enough because the good thing is, look at all the farms I could keep down, okay? So, yeah, the 502 Boomerang, I think, is a great defense for this one. I didn't want to use Perma Spike, but it probably would have made my life a lot easier, actually, just to at least put it down for a bit. So, yeah. You could use Perma Spike and eke out a lot more seconds than what I did. But for a casual run, again, it's just tack spam. We've just got an overdrive down and a super brittle now. And it's basically just building up on what we did on tier 2. So it's a bit more powerful. That's all the essence is. So super casual, super easy. And then as you can see, on 93, we were pretty set up farming-wise. I had a 10 farm Monkeyopolis. We've got, you know, all the tier 5 farms, apart from the IMF one, obviously. And then, yeah, then what I decided to do is I was like, right, because my eco's fine here, I'm going to get a few deadly spikes and a perma spike. In range of a support temple, I'm going to perma brew them. I'm going to make sure that I've got homeland sorted, glue sorted, and a call to arms so that I can have homeland active during the boss. Basically, I'm going to use homeland, and then once call to arms is ready, I'll sell that homeland and then upgrade the call to arms so that one's homeland, okay? Make sure you've got homeland ready for the boss. Then, exact same idea, okay? Go even harder with tax, a super brittle as well. We've got the support temple down, and because I had some money, I was like, let's just get a degree 30 dart paragon so it's not absolutely abysmal. So as you can see, the deadlies and permaspike helped really quickly. It moved down super quick, and now it's a bit of a slog. But this is absolutely fine because at least the paragon defends everything perfectly for us, right? So it's not super quick, but it's super easy. And the goal is, let's just be greedy. Let's just make sure we can afford a good tier 5, because that's the one where I was worried about. That's where I'm going to lose most time. Obviously, I could have tried a bit harder, but honestly, tier 1 took me ages to figure out. So I was a bit, kind of fried at this point. So I hope that this can encourage some of you who are a bit scared to try this boss, to actually give it a go. So as you can see, on 117, or it was actually the end of 116, I had a degree 31 NG, so I could place all these turrets down. And we had 2.7 mil spare, okay? So I ended up with about 4.5 million for tier 5, which meant that we're sorted. So I've got a 46 degree ace, a 36 boomer, not boomer, sorry, dart. I've got the NG down with its turrets to the left by the support temple. We've got a VTSG, absolutely crazy with all the attacks, and then some snipers to pin down, and loads of call to arms as well. Now, what was really annoying is where I placed the NG, I couldn't find it again. I couldn't find him, so I was like, come on, let me just sell him near the end, because then, help just save like 5-10 seconds. But it doesn't matter, I couldn't find it, but I was happy enough. I was thinking, this will be more than enough to be under 2 minutes, and it's super casual. So yeah, basically, this is like if you want to just get an easy top 50 medal, do something similar to this. As long as you nail tier 1, you've done it, okay? That's the art of this event. It's really annoying. It's not appealing to casuals at all, so I don't know why NK have done this. But yeah, you should be good if you follow something like this. So I hope this has helped. Feel free to join the Discord, as I mentioned, and I'll see you guys during the next boss event.